Me buying newish comics.
Actually, yeah, I just realized that. Good
Weird.
for you.
Weird. Yeah. Yeah.
I could go all night long.
Could you?
Ooh, Glare. Season 1 Glare is back. Season 1.
Okay. That's fine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're still in Canada.
Yep, we're still in Canada and we're still having a ton of fun. It's fine. We're fine.
Paul.
Just roll with it. You're good.
You don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I do.
So we had a delicious breakfast this morning at the Yellow Door Bistro. And apparently an episode of Fargo was shot there, so that's kind of cool. But now we are headed to Phoenix Comics, which apparently has like a bunch of locations. So we're not entirely sure like which is the best one to go to. So I just chose the one that was open currently, which is the one on 16th Ave Southwest, southwest, south of the Southwest Avenue.
When I went to go get the rental car the other day, I walked 9 blocks in the wrong direction because I didn't know that avenues and streets ran this way, and it was like, turn left on the southwest, south third, southwest, south.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what that is. Is this the one with the basement full of comics?
I don't even know.
There's so many.
There's a lot of them, and I don't know which one has the basement.
I'm just excited to finally get to an actual comic book shop in Canada.
Yeah, because I have some stuff I need to
Because we pulled a boner yesterday.
We pulled a what?
We pulled a boner. Made a boner. That guy's car is way too loud. I want to know what it's like to dig through a comic book shop in Canada.
Okay. So do you notice some shoulders and some body parts back there that are not ours?
Would you care to introduce yourself, ladies?
I'm Kaylee. I'm Taylor. We're from Toronto.
Canadian friends. I thought we were going to come to Canada and people from Canada were going to be like, oh, these Americans, they hate everywhere that's not America.
Suck.
God, Americans suck, but everybody's been really nice. So what exactly is it that you do and your purpose here this weekend?
So I'm a photographer. We write and shoot for a website called Live in Limbo. And basically we hunt to cover cons and expos and stuff, mostly in Toronto. I had the pleasure last week of going to Star Wars Celebration, which was amazing.
So jealous.
Jealous.
Like Paul and Kat, we were invited out here and so excited. We did not believe that it was like an actual thing. It's our first time in Calgary as well, so it's very exciting.
You thought it was a bit of a scam too?
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, we were when I got it, I maybe cried a little bit because Calgary, I'm a big Calgary Flames fan, and I was excited to get the opportunity to do that. And then we weren't sure if Taylor was going to be able to come because she had to work and she wasn't sure if she could get the Friday off. So we weren't sure if they were going to accommodate the different schedules and stuff. But you know,
dude,
Kristyn,
how accommodating are they?
So
they were like, no, we'll fly you out whenever you want. Don't worry. It's like, okay.
What did we do to deserve this?
Seriously.
We've got such a great group of people that, you know, Doug and Aaron and
everyone's like, they're wonderful people. No one's just like, I'm better than you because I have this many followers.
Yeah, there's always that worry, like, okay, let's hope that someone is in the group isn't a douche.
Yeah. Well, because we you know, because in that one email everyone was listed, so we clicked on everyone and we're like, who are we? So, who are we?
Yeah, someone had like 80,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I was like, wait, why are we here?
Yeah.
We kind of have a bit of a robust schedule today. We're trying to hit a couple comic shops and then go full bore at the con to hit that second building. I think it's so funny that the convention is 2 different buildings.
It's actually 3.
Is it? Well,
it's
okay.
3 buildings.
Yeah.
God, Paul,
you know,
cover it correctly.
Are you sure it's not 4?
It might be more. I don't know how to count in Canadian. You guys, you're using the metric system of buildings.
We are not using the metric system.
You hear like the 120,000 number and you're like, how is that possible?
Right.
But then you see all the different buildings and stuff, you're like, oh, that makes sense. And like nice alleyways though, you're not shoved.
Yes.
There's space to walk.
Out.
It's so nice.
Well, today's going to test that theory, because if we're going back to the con today, then we're going to see, okay, today is obviously the big bopper day of the con, so let's see how those aisles look today, because we were there yesterday afternoon.
It started to even get a little dicey
towards the end.
Towards the end there.
All right, let's go to a comic book shop. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sound good.
check you guys later on another time.
Nope, do it again. Nope.
We'll check back with you later on another time.
Nope, what are you doing?
Later
Are you high?
Jay. No.
High?
It's begun. No, I didn't waste any time. You're damn right I didn't waste any time.
So usually we pay US price, but with a conversion rate. For graphic novels, it's just US price. That's in Canadian dollars. That's amazing. I've never, like, I always pay like a conversion rate. Like, we paid the US cover price. We don't pay the Canadian cover price of the comic shops that I've been to, but never with no conversion or exchange. That's amazing.
Wow, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah. So it says the shop is already awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Her art. Yeah, so good. That's my favorite.
Dude, their hardcovers are just well done. Look at this cover. Undertaker, Paul Bearer, Enzo Amore. Sure.
It's very well organized too.
It's very, very organized. So there's a big here.
I'm not sure if you want like
Nice shirt. It's classic throwback, man.
Remember I was collecting these single issues? It smells good.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Should we go to the basement? Let's go to the basement.
I can look at this one. Get a $25 card.
So there's here.
I can either open it with some or I can just buy
bookshelf.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
We has.
You do? Two.
I have it.
What you looking up?
I want to find Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is so great.
That'll do.
Deadpool Annual, Scotty Young variant. I don't have it. We'll blur that out, right?
No.
It's number 11. It's the regular and the variant. Snack Girl number 5. Motor Crush number 4 is that Babs tar. Gwenpool number 14. And the WWE comic number 4. Not too much, right? I didn't go overboard.
This free Image Classics, then Saga Book 2 hardcover, and then the Kanan hardcover.
They have number 1 down in here.
Yeah, do I have it? I probably have it. I think I have the first couple, but I just haven't had a chance to read it yet.
For the most part, comic shops are the same everywhere you go, I've found.
Yeah.
Same type of people, yeah.
Do you get a lot of Americans that come here?
Not too many.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean, sometimes
yeah.
time, but...
Like, well, it's honestly hard to tell. Because, like...
Most people won't really say anything.
Yeah. Well, Calgarians don't really have, like, very strong accents, so, like, it's kind of hard to tell when someone's from, like, another major city.
For 3/4 of the sentence, you speak exactly like us, but then there's one word in there that just kind of hitches. You know, just a little one. People from other areas try to say that, oh, you don't sound like you're from New Jersey, because when people think of New Jersey, they think New York. They think that everybody from Jersey talks like this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's...
You do a little bit.
No, I don't. Have a great weekend. Take care.
The problem with these is that, okay, so I have a Yoda that I got at the Washington Air and Space Museum, but like you can't put anything in it.
So it's form over function.
So it's like,
yeah.
Like I want that chopper. I want so bad.
What is that Nightmare Before Christmas thing, you tall person?
This right here?
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Hi.
Oh, it's the crew from yesterday?
Yeah? This is my other half, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My other half is back there.
Nice to meet you. Hello, hello.
We just did Phoenix on the other side of town, and we heard great things about here.
Yes.
Hi.
How's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Same. Yeah, heard great things.
Yeah.
You really still like over that statue?
Well, they don't have like that I would for sure. Or at least not that I saw. So, I'm gonna see not.
Yeah, come down to the panels.
Awesome. You have Citizen Brown issue 4 though.
Yeah, but I don't have the sun color. I don't have that.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't met him
Number
either.
12.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys are watching.
Yeah, he's here.
Yep.
Really?
Goofy. I don't have it.
Bad idea. Oh.
There's so many toys. I got a King of Reds figure, and I'm freaking out.
Oh my god! Look at IG88.
Oh, frick. Hey, cat. Hi.
What is that? Oh, how much is it?
59 Canadian.
Oh my god.
Boy, she said that. No.
Perfect.
I mean, it's not that.
One and then two.
Gross. Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. She doesn't care about it. Watch out.
Whatever, you know.
Oh, the Andrea is cute.
It's a little weird.
She's crouching.
Thank you.
That was insane.
I'm like, don't worry about separating whatever will. Yeah, like aisle.
How about we text each other towards the end and we'll meet back up and we'll head back to the hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
That works? Break.
1, 2, 3, go.
Break.
Oh, I went down. You went up. How long does it take you to do each one of these?
I can sculpt in about 30 minutes.
Wow, really?
And then I just make a mold of it and then make them out of plastic.
I just want to get really high up and take a down shot. Yeah, I want to see everything. Yeah, I want to see everything.
Like the
Yeah, the style.
pearlesque.
Yeah, it looks like a good swap. You're very real.
Choose another box.
You choose another box. You're off? We're married.
Yep.
That's the way it goes.
Yep.
I want your box now.
3,
Has.
4,
Has.
5.
Has. I have all that I hate Berlin. Hello. How cute is that?
Those ones have embeds in the middle of them of like red or blue, so it'll either be green or orange in your back. Wow. Yeah, because nobody likes yellow wire. That's kind of weird.
So that's pretty cool. Did you say 15, 16?
Oh, Jeremy would love this. Let me see. Isn't it crazy that this little piece right here is your whole life? Your brain. Everything you know, everything you've ever experienced, spoken, done, is housed right here. side. The prints are $15 each. If you buy 2, you get 1 free.
No, I'm 100% with you.
Yeah, I feel like, yes, we did something that wasn't being watered, but it was something. It's awesome.
Alright, oh, you're this guy. Yeah, it's 403. 618. This try to show you a whole bunch of things too. Great. That's the only reason why.
Down here.
It's over here. Just see, I'm just going to do a little bit. Hi.
Oh, there's a gondola system in here. I didn't even notice that. Gondola. Oh, I guess it takes you from one end of the Stampede Park to the other.
Maybe. There's a lot of people. A whole lot of people.
I wonder what their numbers were this year.
It's crowded. It's really crowded, but the amount of space here, it's easily manageable. It's not like, it's not giving me crowd anxiety, which normally a crowd of this size, it would. Bagpipes. They literally recreated that.
Buzz Lightyear and the alien, which I think looks that's so cool.
Which one do you want? Easy, medium, or hard?
PC gaming. How many people can enter the photo op? 4 people. Is it sold out?
Yeah.
It is sold out? Oh, bummer. Okay. Oh, bummer. And I really wanted to meet him.
Me too.
It's never gonna happen. We're just never gonna actually meet him, even though we've done a ton of stuff. I'm beat!
A long day,
So we started
but an awesome day.
We started at the Yellow Door Bistro, where we had breakfast. Well, I guess it was like a brunch. We were treated by the Hotel Arts.
Hotel Arts Group. It was
Fraser and Kristyn.
Fraser and Kristyn. Fraser is the Director of Business Development. Kristyn is the Marketing and Media Relations Manager. They run a couple hotels in the city and restaurants.
Restaurants, yeah. Great food and great portions. Like, yes. I appreciate the portion because in America, they give you the entire farm and then some. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to not. And I eat like a bird anyway, so when I feel like I finished my plate, I'm like, okay, Paul's not going to be like, we're not finish your food. Get those out of here.
I took my socks.
Put it aside. What are you going to wave?
My dogs are barking.
14-hour socks?
Catherine, my dogs are barking.
Phil. I don't even know what that means.
My dogs are barking. You never heard my dogs are barking?
Negative.
Yeah, with the feet. When your feet hurt. Oh, my dogs are barking. Your dad never said dogs are barking.
Negative.
I call BS. Phil has definitely said that.
I swear. Like, serious time, he's never said that.
I don't know about that.
Okay. I did not get the Death Star waffle because I am cutting out gluten. He did. You liked it?
It was good. It was good. It had an interesting sauce and cream on top of it. It was a chocolate cherry something.
Then we headed to Phoenix Comics.
Yes.
Now, there are a few locations of Phoenix Comics.
There's a few.
There's only a few. Only a few. And we were told about the basement, but I wasn't sure which Phoenix Comics had the basement, but I was like, I need to find this damn basement. Lucky for me, I chose the location that had the basement.
Yeah.
So they had like some $2 bins down there. And what did you grab from the $2 bin?
Mind you, they had a whole bunch of manga down there, alphabetically organized. They had their sale racks, they had t-shirts, they had Funko Pops in the corner. They had $2 bins. I was actually able to load up on some Star Wars comics and like one or two others.
One.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna show, because I just got one.
That's fine.
I got Batgirl number 52 because is this a Babs Tar cover?
I don't know, it's very Babs Tar-esque.
But I grabbed it because Batgirl 52. Babs Tar. Holy
Awesome.
I didn't even know it. Well, I liked the styling of art.
The styling definitely looked familiar.
But I was like, oh, it looks kind of like Babs Tar. I had no idea that she did this cover.
That's cool. Chewbacca number 1. That was $2. Stoked on that. Obi-Wan and Anakin number 1. Are you alright? Should I just do... Ooh, a spinny chair.
Help sit down.
Okay. Are we good? We're back?
Hold on.
Obi-Wan and Anakin, number 1, also in the $2 bin. Lando, number 1. Are you good?
No, I just got so friggin' dizzy. I'm okay.
Lando, number 1, also in the $2 bin. Meant to get into reading
that.
There
was a lot of Star Wars number 1s in there.
And then finally, last but not least, my last pickup was actually Drax number 1. Now, this was the line that CM Punk was helping work on. I meant to get into this, forgot about it completely, so yes, believe it or not, look.
Okay, so I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't enjoy Drax. They thought it was stupid. So I'm gonna be very excited to listen to your opinion on Drax. Like, I'm excited to hear how you like it.
So Phoenix Comics was awesome. They have what is apparently one of the largest Magic the Gathering card collections in North America. They have an upstairs where they were having a Magic tournament. Just as we were actually walking out the door, people were showing up like
there was quite a few in like droves.
Just coming and coming.
Is it droves or drones?
Droves.
So I actually said something correct for once.
Yeah, but you thought it was drones.
I did actually.
Showing up in drones.
So this store was wildly organized. They had like single issues, graphic novels, single issues, graphic novels. And each section of the store would be like a row of single issues, but it was all alphabetized. And it was fun to just start like looking through. Also, I noticed that they had a ton of back issues. So say you were like, I want to read this, but I'm probably not going to find number 1. It's already a number 6.
Specify. Modern back issues.
Modern back issues, like current books that are out. I grabbed Gwenpool number 14, Motor Crush number 4, Snot Girl number 5. I Hate Fairyland, number 11. I have a story to tell you about I Hate Fairyland when I'm done showing you. I got the Fairyland variant, number 11. I got the Deadpool annual Scotty Young variant, number 1. And then I got the WWE comic number 4. But this is, look at The Undertaker, Paul Bearer, you got Enzo Amore in the corner. So I'm like, oh, I need this as Undertaker. Why not? A long time ago on Twitter, I was like, hey, can people please recommend titles to me that's very like Tim Burton-esque with like bright bold colors, and somebody recommended I Hate Fairyland. I promptly read 1 through whatever the current number was, and then I started collecting the single issues, and I love it. It's a original story by Scotty Young, one of my favorite artists, and it was supposed to end at number 10. And that's the day that my life changed, because I was like, what is life? My favorite series is ending. And I had never experienced that before, and I experienced it, and I died a little on the inside. Like, I have all the single issues and I have the graphic novels. Is there a reason that I need to have both? No, but I love it. Look at that. It says number 11. There was like an outrage when this ended. So Scotty Young, I guess, was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's keep this going.
I think that's what he did. Hell yeah.
He pulled a Stone Cold. Hell yeah.
Let me get a hell yeah.
Overall, I think Phoenix Comics is gonna, we hadn't gotten to any of the other locations, but this location was a giant thumbs up.
We'll have to put the other locations on the list.
Also, they sell their graphic novels and hardcovers at the US price.
Without conversion.
Without conversion.
Which is apparently
unheard of.
What we hear up here, that's unheard of. Immediately after we got done, we zipped right over to where we tried to hit yesterday.
Comic-Kazi.
Very highly recommended by Jeff himself from Tourism Calgary. Unfortunately, yesterday we weren't able to get in because we showed up a little too early, a little bit of snafu on our part. But we went in and it was one of those stores that is floor to ceiling stuff.
So you did floor to ceiling?
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah, when you're in the upside down, floor to ceiling.
There's literally stuff everywhere, and they had a lot of statues. Like as soon as you walk in, there's a bunch of like busts and statues and stuff. And it was hefty. Like they had a lot of comics. So I grabbed Gwenpool number 13 because I grabbed 14 at Phoenix Comics. I don't have it. This is the Fairyland variant number 12. I Hate Fairyland number 12. Obviously I'm collecting both. That's another thing too. I Hate Fairyland, I collect all the variants. Like, why do I need both?
It's the same reason why I collect all the variants of the Back to the Future issues.
This is true. I grabbed Motor Crush number 5 because I got Motor Crush number 4 over there. Number 3.
Number 4.
This is monstrous. What number is this? 11. So I got number 10 recently. I need number 11. I actually don't know what issue this is. This is the Women's Championship foil variant. So I don't know what number it is. I didn't even open it up to find out. I mean, look at that belt. And you know who currently has that belt? My girl Bailey. Bailey.
You're pretty good. Nice little stack. I grabbed a couple books. Went and grabbed Back to the Future, the new IDW run. Well, not new. It's been going on for, what, a year and a half now. So, number 18, that was supposed to stop at 4. Didn't stop at 4 because people like me will take anything Back to the Future. Citizen Brown, number 4, which is another offshoot of this. You have Back to the Future, you have Biff to the Future, you have Citizen Brown. It's all kind of going off in different directions. I'll take it. I like it. I don't care. It's Back to the Future related. Yes, give me whatever you can. And then... Stop the presses.
I'm glad you picked this up because I'm interested in it.
Stop the presses. I'm starting a new comic that is a new comic.
Are you starting a new comic that's a new comic?
Crazy, right? Deadpool vs. Punisher number 1 and 2. Saw number 2 on the wall, and I was like, oh man, I'd really like to start this, but I'm not going to start at number 2. So do you have number 1? And he's like, yo dog, yes, I have number 1. So I was like, okay dude, here, I'll take both.
Shut up and take my money.
Then we did like this, and we played beer pong out back for about a half an hour or so. That didn't happen at all. I'm excited to start a new series, a new comic book. Yeah.
Parental advisory.
I think like the last like actually new book that I started was Back to the Future, and then it was Carnage when we were on the season 5 trip.
Yeah, but you didn't continue to read it. I think you read what, like the first couple issues,
like
and you were like
first 3 issues, and then I just kind of fell off.
What does Kamikaze get? Oh shit!
Yeah,
you know what I got at Kamikaze? we're not done, you guys. They have an upstairs, and the stairs are lined with toys. So Paul had already just beelined it. I took my time and was viewing all the toys on every angle, and then this came into my sight. You guys, that is a Kingdom Hearts toy. My heart was like boop, 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 and I was just like, holy, is that a Kingdom Hearts toy? Not only did they have this, but they had a second one, and I debated buying it. Not in my wildest dreams did I think I was gonna come to Canada and buy a Kingdom Hearts toy, because do you know how difficult it is to freaking find these? Oh, and also to find them at a good price. You guys, do you see that sticker? That's a $16.99 sticker.
Canadian, which equals out to about probably like $12 American. Unheard of. That needs to be your carry-on item for the plane.
This is friggin' pristine. Like, it looks like he pulled this out of a shipping box, but I was like, do you guys have any more of these? And he's like, no, those are the only two I have. So, Kamikaze, if I could put my big toes up, I would. You guys were awesome.
Courteous, helpful, good selection. This place is good for back issues from like the year 2000 and up. They don't have anything.
And statues.
Right, statues as well, action figures, especially upstairs. A lot of anime in the back room. In the back room was a lot of Japanese related stuff. We went directly from Kamikaze right back down the street to
the expo.
Day 2 in a row. Well, technically day 3 of the expo, but day 2 for us. If there is a really big con that's going on, chances are we'll be able to make it through the whole con floor probably in about 1 day, and if we have an extra day, then we'll come back and try and see things that we wanted to see again, which is exactly what we did. So we made it through that room pretty quickly, and then we decided to pop back over to the BMO Center.
Because Paul had the itch to buy some comics.
I had the itch.
So he was like, should I buy a graded book and just treat myself?
Right.
Or should I buy a few raw books, and that way I can get them graded at Wizard World? I was much more a fan of him buying raw books and then get them graded, because it's always fun too when you hand in your books, you're like, I wonder what grade they're gonna get.
And plus you're gonna pay a premium for a book that's already graded because it increases the price exponentially. We're completely okay with getting books that are kind of close to retail because we're collectors, we're not resellers. So if I gotta pay pretty close to what something's worth, or if I really, really want it at what it's worth, maybe even a little bit more, just because collecting is awesome. Yesterday, when we were in there was a spot called Citadel Comics, and it's a co-op of 4 different guys, and they also run under Clobberin' Time Comics. It's a corner booth, and it's 2 guys that are separated from 2 other guys, and they're busting each other's and things like that. Cat pulled the trigger.
I pulled the trigger on two kind of exciting things. This is Spider-Man Deadpool #1. It's the action figure variant, so I see this online a lot. Look at the cover, you guys. Obviously, yeah, I'm all for it. Everything together, like they cut us a little bit of a deal. I think I probably got this for like, what, maybe 13, 12 bucks?
Yeah, it was something like that.
12 bucks.
So what we'll do is when we show you everything that we got, we'll tell you what we got it for.
I've had my eye on this cover, and I've never actually seen it out where I can like physically grab it, so that was kind of exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know who did this variant, but this is a Spider-Gwen. Was this #1? Yeah, Spider-Gwen #1 variant. I don't know who did the art on it. All I know is that it's a Spider-Gwen variant that I don't have.
Pretty proud of this. Only got 3 issues, but I consider them pretty good issues.
It's quality over quantity.
Yes. X-Men #104, $35 Canadian price tag on there. Remember that, 35 bucks. X-Men #108, the first John Byrne X-Men cover. Calgary is very, very proud of the fact that this is where John Byrne is from.
Oh, that's a nice looking book.
And it's a good book. It is a good book.
In good shape.
You know,
it's a newsstand edition
too?
Yep,
newsstand edition. Apparently CGC and the grading companies are starting to recognize the difference between newsstand and direct editions with the quality and yada yada and all that, but that's a whole nother story altogether. Last issue that I got, which,
this is actually the first one he picked up.
This is the first one I picked up, and
I just nodded.
Picked it up and I put it down. I picked it up, I put it down, then I grabbed a graded copy of Avengers 1, and I was like, nah, I can't afford that, literally ever. Picked another book up, put it down, then I came back to this, and it feels good to cross this one off the list because I don't have a lot in this run, and this will really kind of help me get kicking. Amazing Spider-Man #238, first Hobgoblin from 1982, $150 Canadian sticker. Now, just to give you an idea, that's roughly about $110 American. Now, what I want you to take a look is if you can see this. If I can,
dude, it's beautiful.
This is an absolutely...
Wait, why did I say beautiful like that?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
This is an utterly...
That's a pristine copy.
This is a pristine copy here, and it's a newsstand edition. I see on here, I see no color breaks on the spine. I see like no rubbing on the corners. Like this
and
is
even like the black in his mask is like
cherry.
It's not rubbed.
This era books of key issues of first appearances from the 70s and early 80s, they're starting to go up. Let's add this all up, right? 150, right? Another 50, that's 200, right? 235, 255, 270. $270 on their cover on here. They gave it to us for $220 Canadian, which ended up being $161 American. Now, you might say, yeah, that's only 5 books. It adds up to be about $30 a book, $35 a book. If you take into account kind of the importance of a couple of these books, and that is one hell of a deal.
So I feel like our exchange rate, our dollar went further, but it didn't inhibit us. It almost prompted us to spend more money because we're like, damn, we're getting so much bang for our buck that it wasn't like, oh, we should stop now. It's like, well, no, we saved so much money. Yeah, because like we would check our accounts and it's like, oh, we think, oh, we spent $220. No, we actually spent $167, so we can actually spend like $80 more on books.
Someday we'll get the whole budgeting thing down.
No, we won't.
It's not working. We're 8 seasons in, it's not working yet.
So overall, since we're not going back to Calgary Expo tomorrow, overall, Calgary Expo, you're getting a giant thumbs up. There was so much to do. And at first, I was a little worried that the expo was split between a bunch of buildings, but as I was walking around and gauging the crowds, it worked out in the expo's favor because so many people were split up between this building, that building, this building. Everything was in a 5-minute walk. Like it was in the same arena. So it was really manageable and the crowds were good, and then they had food trucks outside. I just really enjoyed the way that they laid this out. And like I said, at first I was a little like hesitant because the buildings were scattered. It was just like, hey, everyone's here to have fun. No one's like, you know, pushing around. And because at like New York Comic Con, it's everyone for themselves. If you're in the area or you have ever had plans to fly out here for it, go for it. Like, just do it. This was so much fun, and it was so worth it.
We were invited here to come by Tourism Calgary. You know, they helped us out. We would not be able to be here if it was not for them, but we were going to give an honest and downright straightforward review of our experience here. I've had an incredible experience, and it's not just because they took care of a lot of things for us to be here.
A lot of our stuff we were on our own for.
Right. The people that we met were nice. The vendors at the events were nice. Comic book shop owners were incredible.
The people who collect your money for parking were nice. Like, come on.
I didn't meet a single person that I didn't say, yeah, I don't want to be friends with that guy. We're just 2 Americans that have never been to Canada. So, you know, obviously we have preconceived notions about what Canada might be like. Calgary seems like it's a very nice, very clean, very organized city.
Clean.
Yeah, and it reminds me of a lot of major American cities. I would love to come back here sometime. I would like to.
I want to go see the mountains.
I want to go see the mountains. Everyone's been telling us about the mountains, about the Northern Rockies, right? You kind of take for granted in America, and it's not a bad thing. It's just funny seeing the little tiny differences that, you know, 2,000 miles away from New Jersey, New York is
a totally
Calgary.
Different world.
Totally different world. We've had an incredible time here. We have a short day tomorrow. We're going to do a couple cool things. Then we're going to head home. A lot more traveling because I got work on Monday. I didn't realize until like this trip that we're in the business of tourism.
Kind of.
Like when we were invited by Tourism Calgary to come here, we thought it was a prank. We thought it was a joke. We didn't think the email was real. We did our research. It turned out to be real, and we're utterly amazed and humbled by the fact that we were invited here by Tourism Calgary. Everybody that we've dealt with has been absolutely incredible so far. And it was kind of something that sparked in my head when I was talking to Jeff. When we film one of these episodes and we go out and we're entering a town, wherever it may be, and we go to a comic shop or a flea market or something, there are other people who might be drawn to that place. And the best feedback that we get from a lot of these comic book shop owners and a lot of these places that we go is that they get new customers when our video comes up. Listen, our videos don't get hundreds of thousands, even tens of thousands of views. 3,000, 4,000 maybe or so. It's driving people to the local businesses and it's stimulating tourism.
Yeah.
I never even thought about it that way, and it makes me have like another like level of pride about what we do, because if we can help stimulate anyone's like economy, whether it be a store or an area. Because think about it, if someone's coming into town, they're going to go to a comic book shop. Then maybe they're hungry, so then they go somewhere for lunch, and maybe they find a new place.
Yeah.
You know, and it could be like a chain effect. And that, like, it hit me kind of hard. It's very fulfilling.
It's exciting.
It's very fulfilling. It's very awesome. We've traveled thousands of miles for this.
I hope more opportunities like this pop up.
I hope so.
because it would be cool.
I do miss our dogs, though.
I do. I miss my dogs terribly.
I do miss our dogs.
Okay, so I hope that we get to the level where we can afford not the RV that John had, but like a mini version.
Like Winnebago
So like,
style?
okay, so we could fit all the dogs, you, me, and Jeremy.
Okay.
And maybe like one other person.
We have people from all over the United States who are saying, hey, can you come to this area? Hey, can you come to that? We would love to, but unfortunately,
Dude,
there's so much holding us back right now with budgeting and work schedules and things like that. Hopefully someday we can do this a little bit more full time and we can travel a little bit more leisurely, so that way, hey, come see me in Detroit. Hey, come see me in Arizona. We would love to. Fingers crossed for the future. If we keep making headway, that'll change.
I just want to talk to more people from other areas of the country or the world.
I just love hearing about people from other areas.
Like, how did you even find our channel?
Seriously.
We had three people.
3 sets of people came up to us just while we were walking around at the con. Hey, love your show. And we're like, what?
Holy crap, like, how did you even hear about our show? Like,
yeah, that'll never get old to us. We'll never take any of that for granted. You have our word. It's just incredible. Of all the things that someone could watch on the internet, you choose to tune into this, whatever the hell this is that we're doing. You seem to like it. So with that being said, we're going to pack it in for the night, and we will catch up with you in the morning.
There's only one thing left to do, guys.
Wait, we're rolling out? This isn't the end of an episode.
And that is... go to bed! We're not rolling out yet.
Not rolling out yet. Rolling out for the night.
You really want to just get up in my grill tonight, huh?
I play for keeps. Okay.
That's it? You don't get like a ticket or anything?
You don't have to, no. You can get an optional receipt, but remember, they do everything by cameras here.
Like, I know, and he was like so
Hi.
sick about it. And I'm like,
I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Paul. How are you?
Paul,
nice to meet
good
you.
to meet you. Hi, Kat. Nice to meet you. One for you.
Oh, these are nifty.
Have any of you been through the exhibit yet?
This is our first time in Canada.
So where's everybody from?
New Jersey.
Nice. Welcome. LA. We're from Toronto. Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm from Tourism Calgary.
Yeah.
She's not from Toronto.
Okay, so this is so fun. And then once we're done in the exhibit, which will take you about anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes to go through. Take your time, take as long as you want. All right. Grab a bracelet. Give you a card.
Thank you. Sorry.
One for you.
Here, hold that.
One for you. If you have any questions or follow-up, anything like that, just let me know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry. My brain is just not on full capacity this morning.
So your cadet recruits. It's totally interactive. So there's quizzes, but it's not necessarily a quiz about your Star Trek knowledge of any of the series. It's sort of figuring out where you would be best suited on the ship. I feel a commander vibe coming from over here.
Probably.
Yeah.
he's gonna be like,
I want a puppy.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Welcome to Starfleet Academy. You can step right up to one of these terminals here to register your wristband. Just tap English or French and then scan your band right below the screen.
do it in French.
No, I don't speak French. We established this.
Depends what you're asking for.
I hope you enjoy your visit. You will consider joining us. We are always looking for new talent for our ranks. Longing to try out a tricorder?
Good word.
Push on bad for duty.
Damn embarrassment.
Right here.
Yeah, this is cool. Kaylee's shooting alien targets.
No. See, you're talking, and it's.
Try better next time, Paul.
Stop talking for once.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get this one.
How fitting.
Man,
Yeah.
that's what you thought you were gonna get too, hey? What did you get? I got my
Aww. You are so awesome.
Thanks for being here.
It's awesome meeting you. Take care. We'll see you, sir. Bring it in for the real thing.
You ever make it into LA?
For sure.
We'll definitely let
I've
you
got your
know.
number as well.
San Diego or whatever?
Yeah.
Keep in touch for
Oh, I'm so glad that you guys like each
Yeah,
other.
it's
I'm
fun.
so
We wanna come back.
bittersweet to say farewell.
No.
I didn't get to spend nearly enough time with you all.
I'm not opposed to coming back.
Yeah, next year.
Thank you for everything.
Of course. And it was so nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was so great.
See you. I'm coming in.
This was awesome.
Yeah, so
Did
much
you guys
fun.
have like a bit of a bonus moment with you guys? And
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, hi.
So we're out here. Okay. Oh, that was not bad.
I want to see mine. Is it even just for me? We're in the Calgary airport. It's
YYC.
one of the cleanest.
Represent.
It's one of the cleanest and
Most organized.
airports I think I've ever been to. Getting through customs was very easy,
Very surprising.
but you go through customs on the Canadian side
Right.
because they I guess have jurisdiction there, so it was just easy peasy. And there was a really good Thai food restaurant that was in here.
In the airport.
And it was delicious. So we had a little bit of lunch, and now we're just kind of waiting for our flight. There's not too many people here, so we figured we'd just film real quick. I'm bummed we're leaving. I mean, I miss my dogs, but I'm bummed we're leaving because this place just felt nice to be in. Like, it was just clean, everyone was nice, you know.
It was very welcoming.
This was a good time. I had a really great trip.
Yeah.
Overall, I think this was awesome.
Feels like we made a bunch of awesome new friends that hopefully we will keep in contact with after this.
I want to see them again.
I've already sent a couple friend requests on Facebook, so Hopefully it's not awkward. I can't really think of anything at all that really stands out that was a negative about the trip. It has nothing to do with the fact that Tourism Calgary brought us here. We were going to give an honest and upfront review regardless of what happened, and this was great. From the second we got here, with the exception of we went to the wrong place for our rental car when we got here.
That's okay.
Everything was perfect.
Today we explored the TELUS Spark. It's a museum right outside of like downtown Calgary.
Science.
And we did the Star Trek Starfleet experience, and you get a little wristband with an RFID chip in it, and then each activity that you go to, you scan your wristband and you play a game or you answer some questions, and it'll give you where you would be stationed if you were to be on the Starfleet.
I'm a commander.
I got the medical. The tour guide, she called you, she was like, he seems like a commander. He got it.
Move over, Picard. Move over, Captain Kirk.
Yeah, so that's
Captain Brown. In the TELUS Spark, they actually had a recreation of the bridge from Star Trek The Next Generation. It looked almost exactly like the TV show did. If you've watched this show over the past 7-8 seasons or so, we don't talk about Star Trek a whole lot. It's not for anything necessarily in particular. I was technically raised a Trekkie by my grandmother. She was obsessed with it, from the original series to The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. I grew up watching all those shows, but it just kind of like fell off, and it was really kind of cool because seeing so much stuff, and they had actual uniforms and everything in this exhibit.
They had a lot of good props in there.
It brought back a lot of really powerful memories for me growing up with my grandmother, going to see the movies and watching television. It's kind of sparked a little something in me again with Star Trek again, and a lot of cool memories started coming back. If not for nothing else, it was educational, it was fun, and it kind of helped reignite some very important memories for me with someone who was very near and dear to me.
This was fun. I want to come back. I want to go exploring a little bit more. It makes me want to go exploring other parts of Canada as well. I would love to branch out and see Vancouver, Toronto, Winnipeg, you know, just anywhere.
Montreal.
It was almost like my spirit animal, because everyone here was just so nice and accommodating, and nobody was rushing or pushing or being selfish. Everyone was just friendly and talkative, and I just felt kind of like, oh, I kind of belong here. These are my people.
People said sorry like 800 times. I was like, no reason. You're good.
Apologizing, yeah.
Overall, just an incredible experience. Yeah, we had a good time. Comic Trips International. First Canadian trip. Hopefully you enjoyed these past 2 episodes of this. The next episode, you know, we're going to be back home, and we're going to be checking out more stores in our area and in our region. If this wasn't for everyone that kind of subscribes, watches our channel,
this wouldn't have happened.
This wouldn't have been possible. And, you know, we know that we don't have a big channel. Everybody knows we don't have a big channel, but we have quality over quantity on our channel, and it's people taking notice that is the reason we were able to come here.
I want to give a giant thank you to Tourism Calgary, Hotel Arts, Calgary Expo, the TELUS Spark,
Bleeding Art
Industries, the Calgary Tower. Everything that we did this weekend was just amazing and so much fun, so I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for inviting us, having us. It means a lot to us, so thank you guys. So I think we have a flight to catch. Got some work to get done before we get on the plane. I miss my doggies.
Yeah, I miss my dogs.
I miss my mom.
Ready to roll out?
And on that note,
Autobots, roll out.
A.
Roll out, A. Alright, so let's have a talk real quick. I've got an itch. Because I kind of want to, I was thinking that maybe, I don't know, I want to buy a nice book. I want to buy a nice graded book.
You didn't buy a nice graded book yesterday?
It was an okay book. You gave me a bigger budget, and I didn't come anywhere near that.
Well, that was yesterday's book.
Okay, so then what's today's budget?
$0.
Why?